Starting audio. Running audio. And I'm speaking to
Geneva Wolfe, and I'm the president of the UNR Young Democrats Club on campus.
And Genevieve, what brings you here tonight?
So I'm here because we've been working as a club really closely with the Biden team and the NV Dems, and I wanted to, watch Biden, take on Trump and talk about his plans for coronavirus, healthcare, climate change, and obviously he did an amazing job tonight, and we feel very great about the election and moving forward with those plans.
And how do you think the debate went tonight?
I think that the debate went really well. I appreciated that we could hear a little bit better than the first one. I appreciated that the mics were muted, and the moderator was able to carry along the conversation pretty smoothly. And I felt that Biden did a fantastic job laying out his campaign policies and his and Kamala's, future goals for our country.
And in reference to those issues that are near and dear to you tonight, what was one big issue that you're focused on that you wanted to hear about tonight?
Yeah, so I definitely want to hear so much about how our future administration is going to fight climate change. It's something that my entire generation is very, very concerned about, and it's something that we've been incredibly disappointed in with the Trump administration. And so while Trump, didn't give any new information and he bashed the Paris Climate Accord, was very negative about any sort of plans, Biden was so positive. He laid out several different arguments. He laid out, several of his policies, which are also on his website, and it gives young people like me hope to hear about his arguments for fighting climate change.
That being said, did that issue come up tonight?
That issue did come up tonight. Yep. And it was inspiring to hear Biden's pieces, but also was intense to watch how Trump totally disregarded the fact that climate change is real and that the administration has not done anything to combat it. We're really grateful for congressional candidate Patricia Ackerman, and then city council candidates, county commissioner candidates who really want to fight climate change. But we also really hope that at the top level, the BidenHarris ticket, once elected, will fight climate change to the fullest extent because we need it as a generation.
And what was many people were concerned about tonight's debate, kind of mirroring the first debate and descending in kind of that tit for tat that it was in that situation. Did you worry about that, and do you think that things were improved from the last debate?
Yes, I was nervous that it would be a repeat. Obviously, the second debate couldn't even take place. This was the third one, technically. Just because there's been so much political unrest and so much, aggression between both political parties and both candidates, especially from Trump to Biden, as he refused to debate in the last time. But yeah, I felt like this one was a lot better. I felt really grateful that there were muted mics at times, and I thought that the moderator carried along the conversation and made sure that we got to all the different topics, because that's important to Americans, that we cover a vast variety of issues in this election.
And what moment do you think your candidate shined tonight in the debate tonight?
Ooh, that's a good one. I thought throughout the entire evening, Joe Biden remained so cool, calm, and collected. He was assertive, and he didn't let Trump walk all over him at all. But he was just, he was a very calming presence for the American people. So I'd say for the entire debate, I was grateful for Vice President Biden, future President Biden's, I guess just stability. It's what America needs. Like, we need stability, especially during this pandemic and racial, unrest and injustice and climate change. We need, a president who's going to be a calm and assertive presence for the American people.
And performance. Voting, we're in early voting and mail-in voting right now.
Yeah.
And, right now it looks like the Democrats are doing very well in that.
Yeah.
With tonight's performance in that regard and that going on in the background, How does that make you feel about November's outcome?
You know,
November 3rd's outcome.
Yeah, November 3rd's outcome. It's, 12 days away. It's crazy. The election's almost over. And Democrats are definitely turning up and voting, but that's because that people are working so hard to encourage, their friends and family to vote. Organizers are working in endless hours, and even though the polls are doing well, we are not anywhere close to this fight being over. We have to keep going and going and going for the next 12 days, and we have to make sure everyone we know shows up to vote and shows up to vote for Biden-Harris and Democrats all across the ticket, because it's the future of our Earth. It's the future of, our possibility of achieving peace, among sexual orientations and races and genders and religions. And if you vote Biden-Harris over the next 12 days, we are taking a step in that direction.
And I'm gonna do something different along that same line of hope. What concerns you between now and the next 12 days of what might happen? What concerns you could happen in the next 12 days?
Definitely. I guess one of the big From tonight. I guess one of the big concerns I have, especially having worked with so many college students for the past several months, is that students and voters aren't going to fully be educated on their ballot choices. So I just want to encourage you all that it's so important that you do the research on all of the ballots, or all the ballot measures and all of the candidates before you cast your vote, because it's as we saw tonight in the debate, there's lots of issues that are being discussed. There's not always the correct facts or statistics being shown. And it's just important to be an informed voter. And so I'd recommend, I'm nervous that people won't be informed. I'd recommend that you all educate yourself before you cast your ballot. And then I guess my other concern is just, people don't know the information for showing up to vote. And so if you're a student or you just want to vote on campus, Lawler Event Center is open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day until the 30th. And it's important in person if you can, or just return your ballot and fill it out correctly.
And I actually want to hit on that because you are from campus. You're a very important person on campus. If my memory serves correctly, you're the head of a political organization on campus. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's the UNR Young Democrats Club.
And does this moment give you a very unique challenge because of that leadership role?
This moment has been the most amazing opportunity. I feel really, really, really lucky to have this role of leadership and have the executive board and the club members that I do. We're all working tirelessly. We're all working, additional hours than our school hours. Get out the student vote, have UNR vote blue. So yeah, it is a difficult time for sure, but it's also the most incredible opportunity. And to be able to represent the students, I'm really grateful. And I just hope that UNR shows up to vote. If they have any questions, reach out to me or to the UNR Young Dems organization. And I believe in our campus. I do. I believe that we're gonna vote for the right side of history.
And I'm gonna make this my second to last because I know you are really cool and really patient. You have been involved in this journey for a long time in this campaign, and I want to ask you, because you've seen this from a long way away. How does it feel to be so close to the end of this? I remember seeing you in the caucus helping with campaigns and organizations, and here you are, in the thick of it, at a campaign party, in campaign leadership, or political leadership, on campus, out there. How's it feel?
It feels indescribable, I guess is the best word. I've tried to reflect a lot over the last few days and honestly a few weeks, just because, it's been a 4-year fight to get Trump out of office. It's been a 4-year fight to elect more Democrats up and down the ballot, and it's been, every day has been a journey. And so to have 12 days left is this very high climax for sure that we've reached. But I'm for sure reflecting and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all of the opportunities through Young Dems, through campaigns, the caucus, the Washoe Dems, everyone. And I believe in this party and I believe in this election, and I think we're gonna all turn up and vote on the right side of history.
Now to close. How do you feel, I guess, in closing, Do you have anything you'd like to tell the folks who are watching tonight's debate about what you thought, how the debate went, who you thought won, this campaign, who you think is going to take this thing home, and anything at all? You have the floor here at Reuben at the Ackerman Campaign Party, Ackerman BidenHarris Debate Watch Party.
Yes.
Go for it.
Wow. Well, this debate watch party was a blast, and I know a lot of my friends and family were watching from their. I think our country is in desperate need of answers and of responses to all of the issues that have plagued us for years, and especially in this year 2020. So, you know, to watch the debate tonight, it really shows just how much of a plan Joe Biden has, how many policies he already is going to put in place the day he steps into office. And, you know, it's like a great reminder that despite what political party you're from, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Trump is not the candidate for us. He is not the candidate for our country. And he is just going to create even more division, even more hate, and even more violence, which is so unfortunate. And so while Biden being elected won't immediately solve everything, at least it'll get us on the path that we need to go on. And watching the debate tonight really reminded me of that, just hearing the responses, the full, complete responses to Biden's, answers and just hearing how ready he is to lead our country to unity and kindness and a very progressive future.
Ms. Wolfe, I want to say thank you very much. I didn't want to butcher your first name because I think you did amazing.
No.
So I just want to say thank you very much for sharing a few moments of your time with me this evening. It's amazing to see someone who's been engaged in this process for such a long time and see them rise up. And I didn't realize it was you until it was you. So I just want to say good luck.
Thank you.
And thanks for your time, man.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And